Tori. Welcome to my kitchen and another chapter in Cooking for One, where I've been trying to find some dishes that are no mess, no fuss, and still end up with something pretty great on a plate, even if you're cooking just for yourself. Tonight is going to be a bastardization of tuna nicoise. The best thing about it is that it only uses one pan. So if I cook, I clean, minimal washing up is a bonus. The first thing that you want to do is you want to grab an egg and you want to put it in your one pan. You then want to put it on the heat, turn it up pretty high, and then you want to set a timer. That's going to have to cook for about 5 or 6 minutes, so I'll see you in a little bit. And I'm back. So that's been about 5 minutes. I've used that time to take half a lemon and make myself a gin and tonic, and I've also got the rest of the ingredients out. So I've got a nice piece of tuna here that's been sustainably sourced. If you can't find tuna or one that's been ethically produced, you can always use salmon, or you could use ocean trout, or you could use fish like swordfish. So what I want to make sure is that the piece of fish that I have here is really nice and dry. I'm using paper towel to pat it all over because I want to make sure that the fish sears and it doesn't stew. In order to get a good crust, I always need to make sure that the pan is hot, and I can do that by checking it, not with my hand because that's going to really hurt, but by using the other half of the lemon. So put the lemon down and I can hear the sizzle, which is good news. Now I'm going to take a handful of green beans. They come in my supermarket already topped and tailed, but if not, use the time to nip the ends off them. I'm going to add them into the pan. I'm going to add a little drizzle of olive oil over the top of them, just to get them going. And then I'm going to get to work on my tuna stick. I'm going to take half a clove of garlic and I'm just going to rub it over the tuna to add a little bit more flavour into it on both sides. And then I'm going to season it with salt on both sides and a little bit of cracked pepper. And now I'm going to add that into the pan next to the beans. Making sure that there's some olive oil there so it doesn't catch too badly. Here we go around. And that's a good sizzle. Then I'm going to add some almonds. They're just for crunch. Okay, while that's going on, I want the tuna to cook until it's about halfway up, okay, till it's turned white. The inside should still be ruby pink. That's how you know that you're eating fresh tuna as opposed to tuna from a tin. Now if this was an authentic tuna nicoise, it would have capers, it would have olives, it would have anchovies, and it would probably have potatoes and some capsicum. I don't have any of those things. But an authentic tuna nicoise should also be eaten probably on the Riviera, wearing nautical stripes and some very large sunglasses. So we do what we can. This is not a bad impression for a tasty dinner. I'm just going to add some cherry tomatoes, diced up, in throughout the salad. I might even eat one. Probably about 7 or 8 of those. And then I'm going to tear up some basil leaves. It's best to tear the basil rather than cut it. That way you don't bruise too much of the flavour out of it. And just mix that around. Okay. Now I'm just going to check on my tuna. Bring it over for you to see here. If you can see, the tuna's seared halfway up. This is exactly what I want. And then lift it, turn it, shake the beans in the oven, get some colour on them, and then return it back to the heat. At this point I want to check my timer because my egg needs 10 minutes. I've only got about a minute left. You could also do this dish possibly with some chicken, though I think if you were going to be using chicken then you want to add another flavour to it. So perhaps give it a bit of a coating in Dijon mustard or something, just so you're not eating straight chicken and vegetables, because that's the kind of sad stuff that you eat when you're just on your own and you can't be bothered. Right. I think that tuna's looking pretty good here. It just wants to be just seared on the other side. So we take the tuna steak and we place it just on top of the salad. The green beans to the side. They're pretty good for crunch. And then when we flip the lemon, it's got this gorgeous tan all over it, which means it's caramelized, and that's going to be really lovely for a sauce. Just add the egg for another little bit. The last thing you want is the white to be super runny. You just want the yolk to run and ooze all over it to help make a dressing. Add a tiny little bit more salt and pepper, and there we go. That's my timer done. A little bit of salt and pepper. Pull up the egg. We've only used one pan. Place the egg on top of the beans. And now it's time for the money shot. So, 1, 2, 3, crack the egg. The white's cooked. The yolk's going to run over the beans. Mix with the lemon. And there we go. It's not quite the Riviera, but I think it's going to do. I'm going to take my dinner to the couch. I'll see you sometime soon. Bye!